There's another type of link that we haven't talked about yet, and it's probably less frequently used than regular HTML links, but it serves a very important purpose on a web page, and those are anchor links or named anchors. These allow you to jump to specific sections of either the page that you're on or even a specific section of a page that you're not on. Now, in this example, I've opened up the anchors.html page, and if I scroll down, you can see that this is a pretty long page. And instead of making the user come all the way down to the bottom by scrolling to look at the maple tree, we can set up a system of anchor links to jump to each of the images. And then we can also make another anchor link that makes it easy to get back to the top so they can access this little navigation system here. And that's what we're going to do in this exercise. So I'm going to first set an anchor at each location on this page that I want the user to be able to jump to. The first one is the pine. I want to let them be able to jump right here. So I'm going to put my cursor right there by clicking, and in the common panel, there is the named anchor button. If I click on that and I type in the word pine and click OK, it goes ahead and inserts a named anchor at that location. And this one is called pine. If I click on it so it's selected, you can see that in the property inspector, the named anchor, and it gives its name, pine. I could change it here if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I like pine. I'm going to come down and add another one for the Satsuki azalea. Actually, you know what, to make this simple, I think I might just call this one Satsuki. There's no reason to make them overly verbose. I'm going to come down and add one for the spruce. And for the elm, and sort of continue this process for each of the trees on the page. And again, this is just a nice sort of feature I'm adding to the page for the user so they don't have to scroll manually. Oops, just kidding. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so I have a named anchor, each of the locations that I want them to navigate to. So, how do I make it so that by clicking on each of these little blocks of text, they'll jump right down to that image? Super simple. Select your block of text here, or your word, and using the point to file feature, I'm going to point to that named anchor. That's all you have to do. So we'll click and drag to select Satsuki azalea. Now, I can't see that on my page, but if I come up with my point to file and I drag down, you'll see that the page will start to scroll up and down. And so I can hover over that named anchor, select the word spruce, use the point to file, and we'll select spruce. Come to the top here and select the word elm. And we'll grab that named anchor, select juniper. You get the idea. Pretty simple. It kind of follows the same logic as we go all the way through here. There's juniper, maple. Maple's way down there. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom. There we go. Okay, cool. So there. Now I've got a link set up at the top of my page that allows the user to jump to each section. So let's try this out by pressing F12. And let's jump to the maple tree. Aha. Very cool. Let's jump to the juniper tree. To the elm tree. You get the idea. It kind of lets you pop around. So really convenient, especially for pages with a lot of content. Now, if we jump all the way down to pine, or to maple, excuse me, we don't want to make them scroll all the way back up to get to that navigation. So what we're going to do is we're going to set an anchor link at the top of the page that allows them to jump right back to the top so that they can access this navigation. So we'll add an anchor link at the very top, and you know what? We're going to call it top. And everywhere on this page I have a top of page link, we're going to point to that top anchor link. And that's just going to give them a way to get back to the top of the page. It's almost like building a puzzle in a way. It's like we're giving them a way in and a way out. And sometimes this is a little tricky, getting this page to scroll up. You kind of have to futz with it sometimes. And if that doesn't work, just kick the computer. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, I really don't want you to do that. Oh, God, I'll get all kinds of emails saying, I kicked my computer, it doesn't work. Come up here at the top. I swear it helps to work by music when you're doing this. You can get some kind of beat going. I'm in this recording booth all by myself. It's very lonely in here. I suppose I don't have to set all of these, but I want you to get your money's worth, so you're going to see me do them all. Okie dokie. There we go. So there's the last one, and you're probably sick of anchor links at this point, but that's okay. You probably have a better idea of what they are now. So if I press F12 now and jump down to Maple, and now I click this link to go to the top of the page, there you have it. Pretty slick. Up and around, huh? So anchor links, very useful, especially on pages with lots of content. Just a nice navigation feature for your end user.